What's up, Tsla family? This is Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about Tesla SPY and the overall market. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. Deposits $2,000, you're guaranteed 30. So, as far as Tesla's going, I just want to say that we're getting a mix of good and bad news. Obviously, Tesla's recalling about 46,000 Cybertrucks, which is bad news. Wells Fargo downgraded their price target for Tesla, and we're seeing protests continue across the globe at Tesla showrooms. So there's quite a bit of bad news coming out. Then we have some good news coming out, such as the fact that the market did attempt to pump, only to slow down again after Jerome Powell's speech. The Fed did announce more potential cuts than previously expected, but simultaneously, there's a lot of uncertainty. And then we also got a nice price upgrade from Cantor Fitzgerald for Tesla. So that's kind of like a summary of what's going on for Tesla. Some good news, some bad news, and we're still kind of flat right here. And we're still in this range, so we're just waiting to see what's about to happen. So going back here, I just want to say we don't really have much coming out and for the rest of the week in terms of our data, but we'll see if any news comes out that affects these things. So Tesla has resistance at this 237 area. This is our 20 EMA. We're not able to crack past that today. Had we done so, we'd have the potential to go back up to about 242. Our support's all the way down here at 228. If that fails us, we could have been, coming back down. But we're not doing anything. We're just kind of stuck in this range, going back and forth, and that's all Tesla's doing, kind of consolidating. So we just have to wait and see where we end up going from here. But until we break above the 240s or until we end up losing 227, we're just kind of range bound until we break one of those levels. For SPY, we have a potential inverse head and shoulders like structure, but the problem is we're not able to crack past our 50 EMA, at 568. If we break that, we could be looking for an attempt to push towards the 570s, especially as we have the gap to fill. But if we end up losing 564, it's going to be a bad sign. We could actually return back down to the low 560s. So do we lose 564 and turn down? Do we break 568 to be bullish? The last day, we've been just going back and forth between these levels. I would like to see it try to bounce, but we just have to wait and see, right? We're only down 0.3%. It's not that bad for SPY. We pushed to 570, then we came down by about 5 points. So we're still stuck. We're just stuck between these levels, so just give this some time to develop. On the QQQ, it's the same thing. There's that possible double bottom inverse head and shoulders, but the problem is if we can't hold above 478, we're going to be at risk of returning to 474, and that's going to be a bad sign if that fails. If we get bought back up and reclaim 484, we could try to bounce. We're just completely range bound right now, so we have to give this some time, especially because tomorrow is going to be a Friday. Fridays are typically manipulated. The Russell 2000, we need to see this break past 207 to push. If we end up losing 204, we could turn back down. We're also kind of stuck in the middle. ES is trying to ride this trend line. We're just stuck right here. If we get a bounce on ES, this could try to push back up. So we'll see if this holds or not. If we could hold at 5,700, we could be looking for a bounce back up towards new highs compared to this high right here. If we end up losing this support, we're going to be looking for basically 5650 is our next target. So we'll see how that ends up going for us. For NQ, we're also trying to hold up, so we're going to be watching this trend line of support right over here just to see if buyers come in and defend, right? You want to get back above 99,950 to bounce. If we end up losing 19,600, we could dip. So I want to see us hold above 19,000 at least, try to get back above 20,000. Bitcoin's kind of weak right now. I do believe there's going to be some important news coming out, but for the time being, we're just barely holding 84,000. If we lose that, we could be dipping to about 82,000. If this holds, we could try to bounce. So we'll just have to see how it goes. For Nvda, we have a nice inverse head and shoulders like pattern. But if we end up losing like 114, we could dump. If we hold this and make higher lows, this could try to push for 123. For Tesla, we're also going to be looking to see how things end up going here. We're making lower highs so far. But like I said before, we're just range bound still. So it's still technically in a range for the time being. So we just have to give it more time to develop. Aapl is kind of stuck here. We have to see if we can get back above 215 to bounce. Otherwise, we might be dipping towards 211. Coinbase is a little weak as well. You want to see it get back above like 196 to rebound. Otherwise, we could be dipping closer to about 181. So watch 187. If that fails us, we could be dipping to 181. So be very careful. For Amazon, we're range bound. We have this like 191 area as our support, and we have this like 200 areas resistance. We have not been able to break past that, so we're just completely range bound on Amazon. No break in either direction. The FTC is pursuing cases against Amazon right now, so that's what the reason why it's just kind of stuck. Meta tried to bounce. I said we had to hold 595 to remain bullish. Unfortunately, we bounced and we came back down, so we're not doing a great job at holding above this. To really bounce, you want to see us get back above not just 600 but 612. We came short of that today, so we're still technically in a range. Microsoft is range bound. We're stuck between 384 as support and 388 as resistance, going back and forth. Google's also kind of stuck here. We have support around this 163 area and resistance at 165. So we'll just have to see how that goes. The VIX is flat, completely flat. We're waiting to see if this breaks above 22 to be bullish, or if it ends up losing 19.6 to dump more. We're stuck, so we have to give this some time. Anyways, that is it for my video. I want to thank you all so much for listening. The market is just range bound. Tesla's just kind of stuck right here doing its little shuffle dance. So there's not much going on, right? We have to wait until tomorrow just to see if these levels break. Otherwise, we just have to watch these ranges. I thank you all for listening. I want to make this video nice, short, sweet, and simple. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.